Hey, what's up, guys? You're here with Goran from PickDawgz, and thank you for joining me for another video of the MLS free picks. One more time, 14 games on the schedule over the weekend. I'm a bit late with this video. I do apologize. I didn't realize that the games are actually on Friday. I guess it has to do with the Independence Day in the States. And by the way, happy Independence Day to all of you who are celebrating in the USA. Uh, like I said, thank you for joining me here. We have 14 games to go through. Before we get to that, we also have a Club World Cup. There's a video for that already on YouTube. You can check it out, get free picks for that. And of course, you can get my premium picks on the pickdawgz.com website or simply by clicking the links in the description of this video. And of course, feel free to join our Discord server. It's absolutely free. If you're not registered for Discord, you will have to do that. Once again, it's free. Join us, get more free picks from all sorts of sports, get into the interaction with all the other people who are on it, and just have some fun with us, guys. It's been quite good, and we are definitely enjoying it. Now, let's get this show on the road. The first game is between Dallas and Minnesota. Now, Dallas is in free fall when it comes to defending. They're just not doing that good of a job. In their last two games, they've conceded 7 goals. Yes, they've scored four, but they are conceding a lot right now. And Minnesota is the team that can definitely score a lot of goals. They're playing pretty well. They're healthy. So as far as this one goes, guys, I'm taking Minnesota team total over 1.5 goals at -103. Colorado and Kansas is the next game that we have on the schedule, guys. I think this one should be fun. We have Colorado at home, who are a very solid team at home. They are in decent form right now, undefeated in their last two games. But so is Kansas. And you know what? When both teams are playing so well, when both teams are both scoring and conceding goals, especially Kansas, I have to go with goals in this one, guys. Both teams scoring over 2.5 at -118. I think that's a great price. Galaxy is hosting Vancouver, and I don't know why they're favorites in this game. Yes, Vancouver is still missing a bunch of players because of the injuries and whatnot, but even without those players, they were able to beat LAFC on the road last week 1-0. Not just they beat them, they kept a clean sheet. And then we know that Galaxy is just a disastrous team this season. Their last home game was a win, granted. It was against Salt Lake, but Salt Lake is nowhere near Vancouver's quality this season. I don't know. Honestly, this was a tough game for me to predict. I was actually gonna take the dog, which is Vancouver at +185. Might even put something on it as a separate bet. But in this one, I'm just gonna go with the over 2.5 goals at -159. I'm just scared that we could see either team getting shut out in this one. So I'm just not sure which one, to be honest. So over 2.5 at -159. Charlotte is hosting Orlando in the next game, and in this one, I decided to go with the player prop, and it's a big one, guys. Charlotte is in terrible form. They've lost their last three straight games, lost four of their last five, lost five of their last seven, so they're not doing well. And Orlando has been all over the place also, but they are playing a lot better in that attacking and they're scoring a bunch of goals on their own as well. And one of the players that's been doing so well for them this season already is Marko Pasalic, who scored 9 goals, and he also added 3 assists. So in this game, I am going with the player prop. Like I said, I'm taking Pasalic to get an assist. It's plus 430. Now, this guy constantly finds himself with the ball in his feet. He's a great dribbler. He's going up and down that flank, and he definitely has a very, very good chance of assisting for this game. Maybe might be a safer bet if you take him to score or assist. I did not have it in my book. That's why I went with Pasalic to assist at plus 430. Montreal is hosting Inter Miami, guys. And after Inter Miami got knocked out the Club World Cup against PSG, they can solely focus on the MLS now, which is definitely their main goal of winning it this season. Montreal, on the other hand, is coming off of a win, a 1-0 win at home. But it's been a very, very, very long time since this team connected a couple of wins in a row. And frankly, I don't see it happening here either. Plus 110 on Inter Miami on the money line. Yes, please. DC United and Atlanta is another matchup that we have going on in the MLS. And here we have two teams in a horrible form, guys. Both of these teams have lost their last three straight games. DC actually hasn't scored in their last two. Atlanta hasn't scored in two of their last three. And it's quite clear that there's no defense between these two teams, not even a little bit. They're just not doing a good enough of a job on either end. And this potentially feels like a game where both teams will go for it because they feel like they could potentially get some points out of this matchup, which led me to the conclusion that we should see some corners in this one. Over 9.5 corners, guys, it's minus 129. I expect a fairly open matchup between these two, and that should get us some corners. Cincinnati and Chicago. Now, this is a game where I didn't have to think about for a long time. Cincinnati on a 3-game winning streak, and I get that Chicago has been playing pretty well lately, but I mean, come on. We are getting minus 117, minus 114 on Cincinnati at home against Chicago, who's missing like 4 or 5 players still. You bet I will take Cincinnati on the money line at home. There's no even the shadow of a doubt about this game in me. Um, I mean, we simply have to take it. If for nothing else, for the value, because Cincinnati is on a 3-game winning streak and they're one of the toughest home team to beat in the league. Austin and LAFC. Like I said a few minutes ago, LAFC coming off of a loss at home to Vancouver, who's missing like 7 players, while Austin on the other side has been solid, 2 losses of their last 7 games. And they could potentially get something out of this game. However, I think this is going to be a sort of a defensive performance by both teams, especially by Austin, because they will not risk too much against LAFC. We know that LAFC is a solid team. They won't risk too much to go forward, at least not in the first half. Which is my pick is first half draw in this one because of that reason. Plus 121. I think it's going to be a slow start, but it could be an explosive finish to this match. Nashville and Philadelphia. This is a game where I simply decided to go with goals, guys. Philadelphia coming off of a loss. Not only they lost, they haven't scored a goal. But apart from that, they are a very, very solid team when it comes to scoring goals. Nashville is playing really well on a 3-game winning streak, undefeated in their last like 7 or 8 games. They have definitely been showing up well. Not that's what 10, 11, maybe even 12 games in a row, or 13 even, something like that. So they're playing really well. They're scoring goals. This is a game where I'm taking goals, guys. Both teams to score an over 2.5 plus 100. It's gonna be another fun one. Salt Lake and St. Louis, two teams, another two teams in a horrible form, guys. Salt Lake 1 win in their last 7 games. St. Louis 1 win in their last 7 games, 4 losses out of those, actually 5 losses out of those 7 games. And both teams have been scoring in this matchup quite consistently. We've seen some overs, we've seen some unders, and with the lack of defense we are seeing on both sides, I don't know. I definitely expect some goals. I also expect some corners. And I'm simply taking St. Louis over 4.5 corners here at plus money because they have a lower line than Salt Lake does at home. Portland and New England. This is another game where we've seen goals in the past, and I think we'll see some goals in this one as well. Uh, Portland coming off of a loss where they haven't even scored a goal against Toronto, which is just embarrassing in my opinion. While New England, they haven't been in a great form, but they have been scoring goals both at home and on the road this season. So to keep it simple and quick, both teams to score an over 2.5 goals, minus 111, my pick for this game. San Diego and Houston, guys. San Diego is minus 147 favorites, and I don't know. It's doesn't seem like it's worth taking, but I will still roll with San Diego at home at minus 147. They're so much better than Houston is. And yes, Houston might be coming off of a win, but I mean, on the road, they're not doing a great job, and San Diego at home actually is. And they are looking like a very, very solid playoff competitive team right now. So I'm taking San Diego on the money line. San Jose and Red Bulls. Now, San Jose at home compared to to the Red Bulls on the road, that's just uncomparable, right? Uh, San Jose has scored 18 home goals in 10 games, while Red Bulls have conceded 14 goals in their 10 games on the road. So uh, I think that San Jose might be the way to go in this one, guys. But I'm taking San Jose team total over 1.5 goals at -159 instead. I think it could be a narrow game, but I see San Jose scoring at least twice in this match. And the last pick of this video, this is like I don't know, Sunday game or something like that. It's between Seattle and Columbus. Seattle, after they got knocked out of the Club World Cup with all the losses, they got a 2-0 win against Austin at home, and I was surprised that they were able to keep a clean sheet. Well, Columbus is actually on a 3-game winning streak right now, and we cannot bet against them. Uh, I mean, it is possible that they lose this game. Seattle is a favorite for a reason, although I don't think they should be as big a favorites. But I think Columbus scores at least a goal in this game, at least a goal, guys. And that's me being conservative. I think that they could score at least two. Both teams to score in over 2.5 goals plus 101. That's gonna be my pick for this one. That's it, guys. I think these were all the games for the MLS late this weekend. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, join us on the Discord, check out the rest of the free picks, subscribe, hit that like button, and of course, leave a comment because we definitely appreciate it a lot and it helps us in promoting our YouTube channel as well. And of course, check out my premium picks on the PickDawgz.com website. That's it, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.